Friend! Oh, new friend! Oh, friend! Please be my friend! Oh, friend!
Hello and welcome once again to Cheap Shot Entertainment. You are the Cheap Shot Nation. I am your host Luke, and we are going to take you through everything that happened in this week's NXT UK. It is episode 8, and lots of things going off this week, including the start of the Women's UK tournament and lots of storylines being built up now as well in NXT UK after the initial feeling out process that is trying to figure out whether it's going to work or not. So we've got a lot of things to get through today, so I'm going to head straight to the first match in just a moment. But cheap plugs on Cheap Shot Entertainment. Click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share it with your friends, leave us a comment down below. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, and also on Rockstar Online as well, as soon as I renew my PlayStation Plus membership. And you can play online with us there, Rockstar Social Club. And we're going to move straight on to the first match. So the first match is a tournament match for the Women's UK NXT Championship. My goodness, that's a mouthful. And it is Dakota Kai versus Nina Samuels. Dakota Kai has been big on the NXT scene for over a year now, since the first Mae Young Classic. Nina Samuels is coming in to NXT UK on the back of the second Mae Young tournament. And so, yeah, it's fairly evenly matched here, but obviously Dakota Kai is the fan favourite. So there's a kick stomp combo from Kai to start the match. Samuels then sends Kai into the buckle and punishes Kai on the ropes after getting the advantage after that initial flurry from Dakota Kai. Samuels hits a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker and focuses on the lower back of Dakota Kai, taking out the legs perhaps for the flurry of kicks that Dakota Kai is known for. There's a gory special trying to stretch that back out, trying to make Dakota Kai tap, and Kai manages to get out of this. She strikes, raining down on Nina Samuels. There's a drop kick to the face and a boot wash from Dakota Kai. She hits the drive-by kick. Kai hits the chiropractor, which is kind of like a slam kind of thing, and Dakota Kai wins that match. Again, good match, good showing from the ladies of NXT UK. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to be the first ever UK Women's Champion in the future. Dakota Kai moves on to the semi-finals of the UK Women's Tag Team UK Women's Tournament NXT. Your second match of the evening features Constantino, and he is going against T-Bone, someone who we haven't seen in NXT for quite a while. He was in the initial UK Championship tournament, went out quite early on. We've seen T-Bone in Hope Wrestling. He's absolutely fantastic a couple of times. Really nice guy as well, and he knows how to play his character. Anyway, this is pretty much just a squash match. Tyson on top, throwing Constantino around the ring just for 5 minutes or so, just like a lion with a piece of meat. And hits elbows, hard strikes. Constantino, I don't even think got a move in at any point during this match. Hits a hard lariat on Constantino. He gets the flip and goes for the pin, and that's it. The winner, T-Bone. So yeah, T-Bone comes out with a strong showing on his first match, and just as he's celebrating in the ring, he gets the microphone and says, "Is that everything you can offer me on NXT UK? Is it some kind of a joke?" At this point, Dave Mastiff makes his way out to the ring. His music hits, his Titantron hits, and incidentally, I noticed this. He's got a bit of a throwback to Vader with his attire in this one, red and black. It says Mastiff on the front. Absolute legend, Vader. one of the big guys that could fly, much like Dave Mastiff. Obviously, got a lot of inspiration from Vader, so that was really nice to see as well. Bit of a tribute by one of the UK wrestlers. Anyway, Mastiff stares down T-Bone whilst T-Bone is in the ring. They come to blows on the ramp. They stare down each other a bit more. No strikes happen. No funny business happens here. They just look at each other. Mastiff says, "Watch this," and then we go into the next match. So the next match is Dave Mastiff wearing his tribute to Vader versus Dan Maloney. Should be said that this is another squash match. Like I've mentioned before, Mastiff has his tribute to Vader, which is absolute class. Maloney comes out strong on this one, knowing that Mastiff is probably going to take him apart. But that is pretty much it. Dave Mastiff hits a drop kick. This is a 350-pound guy. He hits a drop kick. He hits a senton. He hits a deadlift German and hits a buster bomb in the corner. Gets the pin. That is your lot on this one. That is all the notes I have made. T-Bone looks a bit scared. I'd be scared of a 350-pound man that could drop kick you in the face as well. But I'm really looking forward to this one. Two bulls in the ring. Hopefully going to start having matches together. See where we go on that one, because Mastiff won't get his own way, and neither will T-Bone. But that is one to look forward to later on NXT UK. But your winner in this match is Dave Mastiff. So your following contest is then another tournament match for the NXT UK Women's Championship. Yes! Again, it is Ginny versus Millie McKenzie. Millie McKenzie is the fan favourite, quite a young competitor. Ginny is, we've seen her on the Mae Young Classic this year as well. NXT, WWE seem to be quite big on her. Not convinced just yet, but maybe she'll do things to convince me later on. Anyway, there's lots of strikes in this match, there's lots of kicks in this match. Millie McKenzie is known as Millie Suplex Machine or something along those lines. Millie gets the upper hand to start with. Ginny turns it round with a flatliner into the corner and into the turnbuckle. It's not long before Millie mounts a comeback after a reversal into a surfboard by Ginny. So she mounts a comeback, Ginny rolls through, gets her in a surfboard, tries to make her submit. Millie does manage to escape from that, gets an arm out, hits the ropes, and we then see a spear and a German suplex from Millie McKenzie. Very evenly matched, these two ladies in this match. Ginny then hits a rolling kick on Millie McKenzie, a ripcord rolling kick, should be noted, after a Japanese arm drag on Millie McKenzie for the win. And Ginny advances. Quite impressed with Ginny in this one, still not completely convinced about her character, but there's still time. And your winner and moving on to the semi-finals is Ginny. So your final match of the evening features Zach Gibson, Liverpool's #1, versus Trent Seven from halfway up Mustache Mountain. And these two have been at it for a couple of weeks. Had a talk off 2 weeks ago. Trent Seven challenged Zach Gibson last week. Johnny Saint made the match, and we arrive here. Zach Gibson versus Trent Seven. Takes a good long while for this match to get going. It's not boring by any means, but there's a lot of feeling out. There's some strikes hit. There's some rest holds and some reversals until Trent Seven starts chopping Zach Gibson and gets the advantage over Gibson. Gibson at this point rolls out of the ring, can't take any more. He's heading up the ramp until Tyler Bate comes down to stop him. And to be fair, I think if you want to push past Tyler Bate, you probably could, but playing the dirty heel, he does run back to the ring. Trent Seven then tries to get the upper hand on him. with getting Gibson back in the ring. Gibson gets back on top with a key lock after catching Trent Seven, following him back into the ring. He's working the arm for the Shankly Gate, and he hits a overhead suplex while holding the arm out straight. Quite an innovative move, yeah, quite impressive. Strikes are traded then by Trent Seven and Zach Gibson. Trent then flies out of the ring as Gibson heads outside. There is a dragon suplex into a powerbomb and a near fall. That is the first near fall of the match. He then moves into the single leg crab, can't quite get it on, and Zach Gibson manages to break the hold. There is a double chop then as the referee's trying to break the submission, and Gibson then gets back on top. There's a high angle suplex, angle slam kind of thing, and a near fall from Trent Seven. So again, back and forth on this one. There's a ticket to ride being hit by Zach Gibson, and tries to get the Shankly Gate. Basically, a ticket to ride is a code breaker. Tries to get the Shankly Gate. There's a distraction by Tyler Bate, and that breaks up that move. And the 7-star lariat is then hit on the as Zach Gibson turns around, which is a ripcord clothesline. Near fall again by Trent Seven. He gets so close in this one, and he tries to get this single leg crab again until James Drake comes down, takes out Tyler Bate by throwing him into the ring steps, and Gibson manages to roll through, get the pin as Drake holds his hand to get the leverage. Your winner is Zach Gibson by dirty means, dirty Gibson, and shoes off if you hate Gibson. I'm not going to take my shoes off. I like the guy. I think he's cool. But then again, I like the heels. So there you go. Anyway, so your winner is Zach Gibson. I'm sure there's going to be some fallout from this, as Mustache Mountain are vying for the tag team titles. I'm pretty sure they're going to be perhaps going to make a tag team out of Gibson and James Drake, and see where they go with that. But yeah, your winner, Zach Gibson. There's after the match, Gibson and Drake head up the ramp, and out come the Scottish Invasion to take out Trent Seven and Tyler Bate. They're just attacking everyone. They're trying to do a bit of a Undisputed Era thing with these guys, and it's working quite well actually. So yeah, why not add someone else in there? You've got an Undisputed Era. But they attack Mustache Mountain, get the better of them, and leave them lying in the ring after taking out Trent Seven's knee again. Something which has haunted him ever since the the NXT Tag Team title loss to Undisputed Era a couple of months ago. And so that concludes episode 8 of NXT UK. And yeah, another great show. Lots of storylines being built up slowly, ready for January. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. NXT, brilliant so far. NXT UK is absolutely fantastic. Get yourself a network subscription so you can watch it. It's absolutely brilliant, and a definite showing of how UK wrestling has come along in the last 5 years or so. Yeah, the UK scene is fantastic. If you can't afford to get tickets to NXT UK, have a look around. I'm sure there's a wrestling company near you that's putting on shows for £5 or more, and just putting on great shows. There's a couple round near me. There's obviously Hope Wrestling. There's Aspire Wrestling who does a lot of charity work with the local community. That's in Derby. Teaches kids to be respectful and offers them wrestling training, which is really cool. and obviously House of Pain as well, which has also got a wrestling school, and incidentally Hope has a wrestling school as well. So there's plenty of places to go, plenty of wrestling to see. If you don't want a network subscription, support your local wrestling company. There's plenty of them around. And on that note, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to know when we upload new content. Don't forget to leave us a comment down below, and I'll see you next time, Cheap Shot Nation. I've been your host Luke, you've been watching Cheap Shot Entertainment. See you later.